I stopped counting how many times I have visited Kia years ago. It must be at least a dozen occasions in the last 20 years, and in all that time it is curious to see how much has changed on the island, and yet how so much more remains the same. If you want glitzy nightclubs and noisy bars, then Kia is probably not the destination for you, but if you're looking for a distinctive island with a more traditional Greek atmosphere, Kia ticks many boxes. Kia is a mountainous rocky island with a high central ridge rising to a height of some 1,800 feet, 550 metres, its deep-cut barren valleys falling symmetrically away on either side to the coast. St. Nicolo is the only harbour of any significance on the island and was once of some importance as a coaling station for the smaller steamers plying between the West European ports and the Black Sea. Today, those steamers are long gone, and the now sleepy harbour has become the more seasonal reserve of yachtsmen keen to test their skills against the local Etesian winds. The harbour itself has two arms, Vuokari Bay to the north, providing much the best shelter, while the smaller southern arm, formerly Livadi Bay, but now better known as Korissia Harbour, serves the daily ferries from the Greek mainland. A road links these two villages, which are about a mile apart, with eucalyptus and almeriki trees, also known as salt cedars, comprising the wooded glade at Yaliskari Beach. This road, according to local law, is haunted by the ghost of a British nurse lost on the Britannic. Another road from Korissia leads up the mountain to Iulis, the island's capital. Beyond Iulis lies Kia's oldest inhabitant, a friendly, smiling lion carved out of the island's rock, believed to date back to 600 BC. Until after the First World War, Greek fishing vessels, known as caiques, had no motors and would usually take the direct open water route to make their northing. When bound for Salonika, they would take advantage of the fact that the northwest wind blowing in from the Attica shoreline changes its direction further to the east. Thus, sailing vessels were often favoured with an easterly slant that enabled them to fetch right up to the Salonika Gulf. This would take vessels through the Kia and Douro channels. My reason for being so intimately familiar with the Kia weather patterns has always had very little to do with sailing. On countless occasions, certainly more than I care to remember, I've stood in the graveyard of the church of Aia Triade in Korissia, staring out into the Kia Channel at the white horses atop the waves when a northerly wind, known locally as the Meltemi, was passing through.